So I recently just posted this before and after frame of some of my Timberwolf clips, but a common theme down in the comment section was, how did you get the halation, or did you use a filter? So today I'm just gonna show you how I add this halation bloom effect to all of my clips. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up Premiere, and how I create these frames is we're gonna go create a color matte, change the aspect ratio to 1080 by 1350, and select white. Take this, drag it into your timeline, and it should adjust accordingly. And then here's my clip of Nickeil Alexander-Walker pregame. I choose this clip because I think that the halation would really show up because there's a lot of highlights and lights that you can see in the clip. So we're gonna take this, drag it over top, trim it down a little bit. And when I'm shooting in 4K, the best size for this clip to fit this frame that I have found is just 26%. So we just change that in the scale right up here, and boom, it's right there. So really what I do is I just kind of find a spot where I want the color change to split. So we'll just take that, and I think like right there would work. So this is how I set up my frames for the before and after. And I'm just gonna go ahead and color the after here real quick. Okay, so I think that this looks pretty good. Here's my before, and here's my after. So looking at this looks pretty cool already, but to kind of elevate the clip a little bit more, I like to add a little bit more of this dreamy halation bloom effect, which is the one that you guys have all been asking about. So the important thing to note here is you need to have your clip colored before. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to duplicate this layer by hitting Option, or just copying the clip and then pasting it above. So you have it sitting right above right here, and then you're going to go to Effects, type in Luma key, drag this over, and it's important to note to put it on the top clip. And then you're going to go back to the effects and add Gaussian blur. Do the same thing, drag it onto the top clip only. And then you're gonna go over here to your effect controls panel. And then when you see Luma key, threshold should be 88, cutoff should be 84. I'm not really sure why these numbers are the way that they are. I got them from a different tutorial when I first learned how to do this, so I don't know, I don't make the rules. But then you're gonna go to your blurriness. You can add a little bit to it. You can start to see the image changing a little bit. And I think that that looks pretty good right about there. So I'm sitting at around 41%. And then you can bump the opacity down to give it a little bit more of a feather around the edges. That's what I like to do. Adjust it maybe a little bit more. And then render it out. So really this is a super simple way to get a subtle glow and bloom halation look to your clips without using a filter or importing an external LUT or any sort of like dehancer. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, just use DaVinci Resolve and use dehancer, or just throw a Pro Mist filter on the end of your lens. And I mean, like, that stuff works just fine. A lot of times I just want to throw this on super quick and simple, and it gets the job done. So here's a look at the final clip. Here's before, and there's the after. So there you have it. Like I said, it's super simple, super easy, and I think it's something that can really elevate your clips when you want to get this dreamy look, this vintage style glow to your clips, and you can do it all right in Premiere.